Welcome to our commerce class. Now in the last video I have said about the topics as an overview only, but now I am starting it in detail. Now financial market. Financial markets means where the buyers and sellers meet together over the phone or internet or some other means, and they purchase the financial instruments and they sell the financial instruments. Sellers will sell the financial instruments and buyers will buy the financial instruments. Okay, sellers means here the person who need the money. See, I need some money, so I will sell a commercial paper and he will purchase the commercial paper because he has certain money with him. Now he is purchasing, I have commercial paper, I will create a commercial paper or I will create a bill in the form of credit, and I will sell that commercial paper to some other person and he will give me my money. What I need money, but do I have money? No, I have commercial paper with me. Now he don't need money, that means he wants to save the money. Then what he will do? He will give his money to me and I will give him commercial paper. Is he giving it for free of cost? No, he is giving it for some interest, or it may be for discount also. Ma'am, what is discount here? See, I am selling certain bond. Okay, I will repay him after some days. Okay, now he is purchasing the bond, for example, for 95 rupees. Okay, actually the cost of the bond is 100 rupees, but he is purchasing the bond for 95 rupees only. And when I repay him the money, I should repay him this 100 rupees. That means in simple 5 rupees is known as a discount, but indirectly we can say that it is a interest amount. Okay, so indirectly I can say, but directly it is he is giving me discount and I am purchasing the bill for 95 rupees only, but when it is repayment I should repay him 100 rupees. So the purchaser of a commercial paper will get interest or also a discount, let it be anything. Okay, so finance, very very important for any business. Without finance we cannot do anything. Okay, without money, without a penny, can we start a business? No, without penny we cannot start any business. Without a rupee we cannot start any business. Right, now financial market means where a lender, okay, lender is giving the money and borrower is borrowing the money, and I'm saying it clearly, it is for short term period only. Money market, money market, money market, it means for short term only. See, money market, when money market comes, then we should get an idea that it is for short period only. In your commerce textbook they didn't give a specific period what short term means. Okay, actually generally they will take it for 1 year, but they didn't give any figure, that is any number of years or so, any days for a short term finance. So they only said that for short term period, if it is a short term instrument, that means if the repayment period is for short term only, then it is known as short term instrument, right? Generally we take it as a year. Now financial markets in depth, what we can do. Okay, now financial market means it will facilitate the savings. Okay, what it will do, it will facilitate the savings, and they do investments here. And the market in which financial assets are created and transferred. See, what is a financial market? Here financial market is a place where financial assets are created and transferred. What is this creation? See, listen here, I am purchasing certain raw materials. Okay, what I am doing, I am purchasing. See, Nana, examples very very important, and this commerce, let it be, it may be dry topics, but they are very very essential, whether you go to BCom or you enter into CA or any other professional courses or any other thing. So when you have chosen the group MEC and CEC, commerce subject is very very essential, because in future you will get you should go through all these topics again and again, that is repeatedly they will come to you. Now, so listen, raw material. I need certain raw material. Now what I am doing, I am purchasing the raw material. Or listen here, X is a person who needs a raw material. Okay, he need raw material. Who is the person giving the raw material? Y is the person giving raw material to X. Now what X should give Y? You already know, it should be money only. So what he should give? He should give money. For example, 10,000 rupees X should give to Y. This is a common transaction, right? But see here, X doesn't have money. Okay, X what he does? He doesn't have any money. Then what he will do? Y, he will come to Y and he will say that Y, please, I don't have money, you give me raw material. After producing those or after converting those raw material into goods, I will sell those goods and I will get some money. At that point of time, I will give you money. Why? Will he accept? No. Because what is the security? Okay, so what he will do means, yes, I will accept, but I will write a bill on you and I will send you, so that it is a that means I am giving you credit, for example, for 6 months. I am giving you credit for 6 months, but you should sign on my bill. Okay, you should sign on my bill. Now I will wait for 6 months. Will X give 10,000 rupees only after 6 months? No, he should even give certain interest. Okay, so what Y is creating here? He is creating a instrument. What that instrument is known as bills of exchange. Okay, so financial market is a place where financial instruments are transferred from one person to another person, or they are created. You have learned what is creation, right? Now there was no bill if there is a cash transaction, but because of the credit transaction we have what? Generated a bill, that is we created a bill here. Okay, so this is a creation of bill. Now what is transferred? See, now X, what he does, he says I'll pay you after 6 months. Does he gets money now? No. What he will get? He will get bill. Right? Am I right? What X will do? X will pay 10,000 rupees plus interest. What? After 6 months. Right? Clear. Now, after 1 month, what Y has now? Actually, Y has now bill. But what happens after 1 month? Y needs some money. Y need money. Can he go to X and say, please give me money, I need now? No, because he already gave a time period of 6 months. He gave a duration of 6 months. Now what he has? Do Y have money? No, he doesn't have any money. So what he will do? What he has then? He has only the bill. He will go to bank and he will say, bank. See, he will meet the manager and he will say, manager, X should give me money. Okay, he will give me after 6 months, but now I need money. So, I will place bill with you, then you give me money. That is, this instrument is transferred to some other person. What he is doing? Y is taking this bill and he is going to bank. Okay, so here what is the transaction between X and Y? They created a bill. Now, where it is transferred? Y is transferring the bill to bank. So, financial instrument is a place, financial market is a place where financial instrument is created or it can be transferred to some other person, right? Concept is clear. Again and again I am saying these are the important concepts. You just sit and listen to my class, then I will make you read each and every concept in a simple way. Right now we know what is financial market and what is the definition also. Now classification. If I have left out any topics, then don't fear, I'll be there with you. I will give my phone number and I will say certain time period. Then if you have any doubts, you can call me so that you can clarify your doubts. Now, classification of money markets. See, classification of financial markets. You know, I have said it in the last class. What is a financial market? We read it just before 5 minutes. Now, financial markets. Okay, financial markets are classified into money market and capital market. What is that? Money market and capital market. Right. Now, money markets are classified into organized money market or unorganized market. Okay. Organized money market or unorganized market. Next, capital markets are classified into what? Primary market and secondary market. I may be repeating number of times, but please, because keeping in view average students also, I will be repeating all the topics more than once, twice and thrice, but please be patient and listen to every topic. Again and again I am repeating. Please, these are very, very important concepts. Now, money market, as I have said about financial markets, right? Financial markets is a place where the transactions are exchanged. Okay. Now, money market. Money market is a place where short-term finances are, okay, short-term instruments are sold and purchased. Okay. This is known as money market. And capital market. Capital market is a place where we deal with long-term financial instruments. Now, money market. What is money market? Money market is a place where short-term instruments are transferred to one person to the other person. Okay. So, I have already said money market means there is high liquidity. That means those instruments which are dealt in the money market can be are very liquid. That is, high liquidity can be seen in money market. That means they can be easily converted into cash. Okay, within a shorter period of time only we can convert the money markets into the money market instruments, short-term instruments, into cash. Okay, so money markets. Okay, when we deal with the short-term finances, when we need working capital, then only we will go for money markets. Okay, so where we need money for day-to-day transactions, in those cases only, at that time only I will go to money market. Okay, so money market is a credit market where short-term debt instruments having high liquidity, unsecured and at low risk are being traded actively between the party. See, money market is a credit market. Yes, they are giving me credit. I have said the bills of exchange example, right? It is a credit market where short-term debt instrument, where there are short-term instrument. Debt means what? Appu. Okay, so debt means loan, repayment will be there. So, short-term debt instruments having high liquidity. High liquidity means they can be easily converted into cash within shorter period of time. Unsecured, they are not secured, they are not giving any security, they are not secured, and at low risk will be there because the repayment period is very low and they will be repaying effectively only. Okay, there will be no bad debts or there will be less bad debts here. Okay, Next, are being traded actively between the parties. So money market is a place where short term instruments are dealt. There is no security, there is low risk, repayment will be efficient, they can be done effectively, and they are actively traded between the parties. Okay, so every time we can see exchange of these debt instruments, so they will participate actively. Okay, so next, definition also, you know, same, it will be the same. Okay, and it is the RBI definition is the center for dealing mainly of a short term character monetary assets. Monetary assets means high liquidity assets. It meets the short term requirements of borrowers and provides liquidity or cash to the lenders. Okay, so they will provide easy liquidity to the lenders also. Now, functions of money market. See, money market functions are, it is an equilibrating mechanism to even out demand for the supply of short term funds. See, there is demand for short term finances. Okay, so I need money for my day-to-day transactions. Then what I will do? Immediately I will go to the money market and money market will supply me funds. I need, for example, 1 lakh rupees for my day-to-day transaction. For this 1 lakh rupees, where I should go? I should go to money market. Okay, so I can go to the money market and I can get this 1 lakh rupees very easily, because the amount required is also not very much, it is low only. So for these short term finances we can go to the money market. So the demand for this will be supplied by money market. I need 1 lakh rupees. Okay, this is my demand. My demand for fund is 1 lakh rupees. Who will supply? The participants of money market will supply. Who will participate in money market? They are known as participants. That is normal people who will go, who will save their money, will come and will invest in this money market. Okay. It provides a focal point for central bank intervention and influencing liquidity and the general level of interest rates in the economy. So it mainly focus on, the main function of money market is it focus on liquidity only. How shorter the maturity period will be. Okay, how easily we can convert the cash, the instrument into cash. It will focus mainly, money market will focus mainly on the liquidity part only. Okay, and it provides a focal point for central bank intervention. Central bank will be interfering in this, and general level of interest rates will prevail in the economy. Not more interest rates or not low interest rates, general interest rates will prevail in this money market. Okay, where see, if for example money lenders and or others may charge higher interest rate, but here in money market there will be normal interest rates only. It enables a reasonable access to providers and users of short term funds to fulfill their borrowings and investment requirements at an efficient and market clearing prices. So it will provide a reasonable access to providers and users of short term funds. That is, I am providing funds, someone is taking funds, so it will provide a access. Okay, so they can go over the phone or they will go over the internet and they will meet together. So I am in need of money, or I am providing money. Some person is there where they will meet, where the access can be done through, it is very easy, it can be done through money market only. These are the main functions. Not only these functions, but there are some other functions also, some other functions which the market will perform. First one is, it provides short term credit to the business to meet the working capital requirement. You know why we are providing funds in the money market? To meet the short term requirements only. Next, it funds the government by issuing short term instruments to the savers. See, I am government, I need certain money, then what I will do? I will issue a instrument. Instrument means what? A bill or a treasury bill or a commercial paper or some other thing. Okay, so it is an instrument. Now what I will do? I will issue an instrument. Nenu oka simple ga, let it be let the instrument be a paper, for example. Okay, till I explain everything, let it be a piece of paper. Okay, every condition will be written on this paper. Okay, now this I will, being a government, now I am a government. Okay, so I will sell this bill to some other person and they will give me money. So whenever government needs whenever government needs money, what I will do, I will issue an instrument and they will give me money. Okay, instrument will go to that person and money will come to me. Now what I have sufficient fund for my working capital requirement. Now it deals with the credit instruments. You know what is a credit instrument? Example is bill of exchange. It is a credit instrument. Now it enables the savers of the fund and investor to transact with each other. Now I am saving some amount. Okay, and other person is there, he will invest. Okay, saver of the fund and investor to transact with each other. Now I am saving my amount and some other person is an investor. We both can transact with each other very easily through money market. The medium, that is how we will meet together, it is through money market only. Next, it enables trade and commerce to develop in a better manner by issue of bills. See, now if I have said an example, X and Y. Now X needs some raw material, Y has the raw material, but Y is giving the raw material to X, but X doesn't have money, so Y has created a bill. If the bill concept is not there, can he get raw material? No. Okay, so he will stop his business. That is, to facilitate trade and commerce, to develop trade and commerce, this money market is very essential. This creation of bill is very essential. These credit instruments are very, very essential. Okay, now it helps in promoting the saving habit among the people as they earn interest or discount when they invest their saving in credit instrument. Now what I am doing, I have certain money in my bank. Now I want to invest this money in by purchasing some instrument. If I keep my money in the bank only, I will get less interest. Okay, but if I invest it in some other place by purchasing a short term security, then what will happen? I can get interest or discount. I have said an example of discount, right? I am purchasing it for 95 rupees only, but they are repaying me 100 rupees. So that means 5 rupees is a discount. So here what happens? I may get, by saving money and by investing it in money market, what I may get interest rate or I may get discount also. Next, it provides valuable and accurate information to the transacting parties to save money, time and efforts. Nowadays everything has become transparent. Ante edi dachipettadaniki ledhu nana, everything is so transparent that we can get any information very quickly, so that we can save our time, we can save our efforts. Everything is clear only, whether I can invest in that company or not. Okay, whether I can purchase that bill or not, what is the interest rate. Okay, so everything is very transparent, so that it will be very easy for me to deal with such type of transactions. Now, classification of money market. Money markets are classified into organized money market and unorganized money market. What is this organized money market? I have already said, some person will be there and he will provide me guidelines and I will act according to their guidelines. I will perform according to their guidelines. ఎవరో ఒక పర్సన్ పైన ఉంటారు, వాళ్ళు ఆర్గనైజ్ చేస్తూ ఉంటారు, వాళ్ళు రూల్స్ అండ్ రెగ్యులేషన్స్ చెప్తూ ఉంటారు, వాళ్ళు ఇంట్రెస్ట్ రేట్ ఎంత పెట్టాలి అని చెప్తారు, అప్పుడు మనము అలానే ఫాలో అవ్వాలి. సో దిస్ ఈజ్ నోన్ యాజ్ ఆర్గనైజ్డ్ మనీ మార్కెట్. Who will organize the money market? Now RBI will organize the money market, or some other institution also may run this, or may give certain guidelines. Okay, they will organize the money market. So money markets, organized money markets, who will which organization will organize means RBI and NABARD will organize. So this is the reason why the institutions such as commercial bank, Indian and foreign public sector and private sector are treated as organized sector. Commercial bank, who will commercial bank should follow RBI rules and regulations, right? So here it is termed as an organized sector because a superior organization is there, a superior institution is there to organize all these type of institutions. So they are known as organized sector. All these organizations participate on the demand side. For example, see, commercial banks demand certain money. Okay, so who will give the money? RBI will give the money. Who will supply the money? RBI may supply the money. Or we see the requirement of finance for the government arises because of deficit for firms to meet their working capital needs and for banks to maintain cash reserve ratio. See, government may need money, right? So government may need money. Why? Because of the deficit budget. You know what is budget, right? For example, see, I am taking a smaller figures only. For example, see, government, what they will do means they will see what they will do. Government will prepare budget, right? Government will prepare budget. Now what will happen? See, again I am saying I am taking smaller figures so that you can understand it very clearly. Now they will prepare budget and they will see what will be the expenditure, what will be the expenditure next year and what will be the receipts for next year. See, the expenditure is, for example, it may be 10,000 rupees. What is my receipt? My receipt is only 8,000 rupees. Now, this 2,000 rupees is my deficit, right? Okay, I don't have this 2,000 rupees to meet my day-to-day expenditure. Then what will happen? There will be deficit, right? So for working capital, I am again and again saying for working capital requirements only. Okay, so for working capital requirements, I need this 2,000 rupees. Then what I will do? I will go to the money market, I will sell certain instrument and I will get this 2,000 rupees money. Okay, for short period only. So government need money and also firms need money. Banks also need money to maintain cash reserve ratio. What is that? Cash reserve ratio. Cash reserve ratio and statutory liquidity ratio. Statutory liquidity ratio. You don't need all these topics. They have said an example. What is this? Cash reserve ratio. Cash reserve ratio means what? See, RBI and these are banks. Okay, banks. This is a central bank, RBI, and these are small banks, commercial banks. So what RBI will do means they will say from all the deposits you have, you should maintain some, you should keep certain deposits with me. Okay, so from all the deposits, and I am just giving it you an rough idea. From all the deposits you have, you should keep certain deposits with me. That is known as cash reserve ratio. Okay, so for maintaining this cash reserve ratio also we need certain money. From where we get the money? From short term finances only. Okay, so by this we can know what is an organized money market. Okay, there are different instruments. Okay, and they are different instruments and we deal with all these instruments. If there are certain persons to give us guidelines, then it is known as organized money market. What are the instruments? I will say it again in the next video. Okay, compulsory. In the next video I will deal with all the instruments. Now Unorganized money markets. Unorganized money market means there is no person to regulate our institution, or it is not generally an institution, but there may be a persons or a group of persons, and there are no person to regulate the business. Okay, so that is known as unorganized money market. Okay. The unorganized money market means it is generally indigenous bankers. Examples of unorganized money market is indigenous bankers or money lenders, etc. So who are these indigenous bankers and money lenders? Indigenous bankers means they will provide finance to trade and commerce in rural areas only. We can see these indigenous bankers. Who are money lenders? They are individual persons. Okay, they lend money for consumption purpose only. Okay, not for business or for trade or కామర్స్. ట్రేడ్ కోసం కానివ్వండి, బిజినెస్ కోసం కానివ్వండి, మనీ లెండర్స్ అప్ ఇవ్వరు. జనరలీ దే గివ్ ఫర్ కన్సంప్షన్ పర్పస్ ఓన్లీ, ఫర్ హౌస్ హోల్డ్స్. బట్ ఇండిజినస్ బ్యాంకర్స్ దే గివ్ ఇట్ ఫర్ ట్రేడ్ అండ్ కామర్స్. నా indigenous bankers, the rate of interest is generally lower than the money lenders. Money lenders కంటే indigenous bankers rate of interest అన్నది చాలా తక్కువ కనిపిస్తుంది. Okay, indigenous bankers require security for financial needs. If I am giving loan, then I will ask for securities. If I am an indigenous banker, if I am giving loan to some person, then I will get some security, but money lenders will generally don't ask for any security. So these are the differences between indigenous bankers and money lenders. They don't say specifically I am giving short term finance only. They may give short term finance or long term finances also here. So this is regarding money market, organized money market and unorganized money market. Next video we will cover primary capital market and some of the instruments also. Okay, so concept must be very very clear. So go purchase a textbook and read it compulsorily. Don't neglect. Please do this so that after completion of first chapter, then we can read and we can become perfect in this first chapter. Bye.